So my name is Jeffrey Swindle. I'm an assistant professor in the Department of Criminology, Law, and Society. And I study the global spread of ideas. And I really focus on ideas about family, gender, violence, and also migration. So currently I'm really focused on Central America, but I've also done research on Nepal and Malawi and other parts of the world as well. I wrote my dissertation and some subsequent research on the topic of intimate partner violence in Malawi. In the research on Malawi, I found that a big way that international organizations tried to promote liberal ideas condemning gender-based violence was that they used media programs. So they created kind of like soap operas or TV shows or radio shows that through entertainment tried to decrease violence. I found that those had some of the intended effects and some that were a little bit different than what was expected. I also found that there was a really big importance on the Malawian people who were involved in those projects. They were sort of the brokers between the foreigners and the citizens in Malawi, and their interpretation of how we should do different projects and promote change ended up being really, really crucial. I'm scaling up my research on gender-based violence, and using statistical data, I'm looking at rates of gender-based violence across the world. So comparing Malawi to other places around the world. In some statistical measures, Malawi might be higher than other countries, but also lower or better on some indicators. It's quite similar on par with the United States, where gender-based violence is also a really big social problem. Gender balance is important to me because I care really deeply about gender inequalities. I also feel really, really interested, and I think it's really important that foreign cultural influences, those types of projects need to be really, really careful. Careful and not hasty. And so I'm interested in studying the details of how those projects are carried out. Make sure that it's different than sort of its colonial legacies, and make sure that it grants autonomy, space, and voice to people in different communities around the world.